and Veno still without Flixie. In Crime City, it's got company that they're
Alright guys, today we're watching the FNCS Major Day 2 Fortnite Tournament. If you guys like the stuff I'm doing, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and yeah, like the stream. Let's get to it.
Oh wait, just a couple moments
and we left the audio on.
Vico and Veno have yet to find their first elimination in comparison to the Danes carrying 8 of them. But Sky, man, the moment that he fixates, he just has to worry about the team approaching from behind, and it's Malabuka's team of all trios that they're now trying to contend with. And what looked like a promising collapse.
I should be in this tournament, guys, but time my Fortnite won't even work. My Fortnite won't even work on you. I can't play on Switch. My Switch's right next to me. I just can't play on it. I'm crap on Switch.
Probably aware of the fact that the double revive's going off. They're just looking for a pre-edit play onto Veno, and Malabuka opening the doorway. Veno gonna be eliminated. You just know that it's gotta be cheesing right now. And it's only Vico left standing.
Come on, Vico.
They are going to opt to go the other direction. And Malabuka more than happy to just keep trying to hunt out where Vico's located.
Gotta be a smile on their
Come on,
face.
Vico.
The trio that turned their tournament
Come on, Vico.
upside down. Now eliminating them in the last match. They are the trio that is directly above them on the leaderboard as well. After those eliminations, they've taken the spot from them.
Alright, chat, I'll be back now. 1 minute. Be back now.
And with Vico left
Give me 1 minute, chat. Be back now.
They don't find him here.
1 minute, chat.
Vico has 1 bandage. And he is running on fumes. Even with surviving all of that mayhem, it doesn't necessarily mean that they'll be able to convert that into even a decent position. This is real tough scenes for Veno. But Vico's gonna do what he can.
Now I'd love to see Ferdoxy, Chino, and Pablo back in game. Levin set it up perfectly, but I want to reiterate. I mean, Ferdoxy wasn't even able to make the major finals last season. Not a single player on this trio has won an FNCS. Pablo Wingu, sorry, longtime competitor in the Fortnite space, alongside that kind of young talent Chino. Ferdoxy has been around for a good amount of time as well, but they haven't kind of had the respect to win a whole major. You know, they'll be on these lists, but they're not going to be the clear winners. So seeing them ahead now in this rough last game, it would be amazing for them to clutch it out. As it looks like Vico's gone down, but he's brought Flixie back into the game, so you know they're doing what they can to stay up.
The reboots onto Veno and Flixie, sure.
Alright, chat, I am back.
Out in Storm. Even if they somehow manage to get into the next zone, Takata, they are going to be threatened by that storm sickness.
Or storm sickness. I haven't been here for most of it.
I think the only thing that they're worried about right now, though, is just trying to get as many placement points as possible. I'm not sold that they're going to be able to bring back Vico anytime soon, but Proxy, Chino, Pablo, they might have all been able to make it out of Canyon Crossing. The issue is that they're coming out of the tunnel, and there were teams sat waiting, looking to prey upon anyone that might have been straggling behind. And while they will get the double revive off onto Ferdoxy, just again another team that is likely going to encounter some storm sickness issues, and that could definitely impact the way that they rotate in the late game.
That med mist has been a lifesaver, though. They will be able to make it back in, but that's just the start here. They're not in the best position. I mean, they are on a good uncongested side, but there is that trio right directly above them. They have done enough damage, but now they are incredibly low on spare shields. Only a couple minis for Chino.
They're low on spare shields.
Oh, didn't even have any in his loadout.
Come on!
They're just trying to avoid all fights. They have zero interest in an engagement just yet. Maybe they can turn around and spray a team that might be potentially more chalk than them, but it's going to be tough. Vanya, though, is the last thing you want to see when you are only only 6 points ahead on the leaderboard.
I'm gonna go and mute them in the chat. I gotta
Just
do a call. I
barely
gotta call
going to
someone
be
on
able
that.
to
Gotta go and mute.
reunite with this trio. Water sprites, every form of a healing resource, not gonna be dropped. Gotta make sure that Vanya is healthy enough to fight if need be. But Scaries, they've definitely got materials. But it is very difficult because the zone has pulled deep into Mass Meadows. And Pixie's just trying to get an overview, some shots back. Trying to cut off teams that are looking to make their approach to their current building.
You know they got to be hoping for that RNG. They've set themselves up for the chance of getting a good pull. They have vision on the whole lobby. This was on the come up recently, especially on socials, you know. This young fracking talent now
Oh no.
closer and closer to taking home an FNCS as Ferdoxy gets knocked down and fully eliminated. Pablo needs to hit some big shots here. It's on to Savage, also no shield to work with. It's everything for this trio right now. They cannot afford to go down, especially with the position that Vanya and his trio have. And now they're just left as a duo.
It doesn't
I'm
matter
back,
what
chat.
they want. What matters is what they
I
need.
am
They're
back.
227 below the damage threshold. They can't afford to let Reason and Savage get away either. Pablo's gonna pick up what Savage and Reason had started. He's trying
Come
to
on,
chase
Pablo.
after them. He knows that Savage has been split away from Reason,
Come
but
on, Pablo.
Chino has fallen. It's only Pablo with 11 builds. This has got to be the craziest solo clutch.
Well,
Getting the knock onto Reason
I'll be
will at
honest,
least buy him a little bit
to
of
go on
time.
my phone
But
when I'm
from
streaming.
across the way in the buildings overhead, Pablo knows Height is staring down at him. He's trying to make it into the building, trying to do whatever he can to stay up and running. He doesn't want to see that second place position end in second, but his team might not. But Pablo as a solo, knowing that he has to deal
Oh,
with
God.
Vanya, Pixie, and Mattias, who are just way up above in the high ground. It is
Oh,
a night
God,
and
oh,
day
no.
difference between what's going
Oh,
on with
no.
these trios in our final lobby.
Literal polar opposites. The perfect primed up position you want to be in.
Are you
versus the
serious?
absolute
Come on,
worst.
man.
Pablo has to find some
Sorry,
sort of
Yoda
miracle.
sounds crap.
He
I got a
a
new
good amount
mic.
of damage, but now with the next Storm Surge tick,
So sorry,
he
it
has
sounds crap, guys.
155 below. Footsteps heard behind him. It's gonna have to look.
And
for the
yeah, there'll be a
elimination.
green
One surprise
screen
won't
up
be
here
enough. He sees
soon.
the fight has started.
So you won't even have to see
It
this.
could be an opening for him to aggress
Photo
here, but
frame.
he's taking his time. Unfortunately, the
There's
shots
not
from
even
the
any
back
photos in it
are going to
anyway.
bring him down to 61 HP, unable to connect the
So-
initial pump, but he gets the AR tag. Just one more for the elimination. Pushes his way on into zone in desperation. He needs this elimination, but is going to ultimately go down. They are 2 points ahead of Vanya Pixie.
There's
and
clicks in
Marius,
this
but,
tournament, guys. Do we know?
I mean, the only way
There's clicks in here.
that they don't end up
So my mate's
retaking
even
that
in, yeah,
spot is if they
in
all
the
three
tournament.
get shot down right now and Elim to
I
fall
think my
damage.
mate's even in, yeah.
Sickening feeling for Ferdoxy's team, but for Marius and Pixie, they can't lose sight of
Let me
what's
in, yeah.
practically
How many
been
people are
handed to them
watching
now by
this
the
stream,
lobby.
yeah?
They're trying to hold down this high
Fortnite
ground.
stream.
They've got the
How many people are
leverage.
watching this, do you
They
think,
know they
guys?
got that far as-
Should we have a look?
and they just need
Yeah, let's have a look.
a little bit more.
Where's
Just
that?
one
That's
elimination
all over
further.
here.
They've got so much damage.
33,000
The surge
people are
threshold
watching.
isn't
Oh
their
my
concern.
goodness.
It's just maintaining their position, while other teams like SETI, Hardy, Cammy, they're trying to scavenge these low ground spots, but not a whole lot being given to them, with Height just bearing over the lobby.
Oh
Look,
god.
the lead for first place is significant.
Come on!
But the lead for qualifying to the Global Championships is incredibly close. Pix and Darm just one spot away from being on that qualifying threshold. Cammy, Seti
Come on!
directly below them. They are literally the cutoff to qualify, and they're going head to head. One of
Is
these
this the
trios
qualifying
cannot go
round?
down so early if they want to maintain their spot. If they want to qualify, they have to focus up.
But Darm
Come
can't
on.
get the layer swap off. He's got SETI, Hardy, and Cammy preventing him from doing so.
What the
SETI,
heck?
Cammy, they just want
Oh my
frontside
god,
low.
there's so many people now.
Big Storm and Demas took a plunge, and Big Storm Demas now gonna get caught up with Srept, Tripper, but they might have the advantage. They're definitely willing to duke it out in the low ground, but
Oh.
things are getting messy here. As SETI, Cammy, Hardy, they've
What is
managed to go
happening?
completely unscathed into this frontside low position. They don't want to allow, they're tarping so much space. All
Yeah.
of these builds belonging
Totally.
to them is gonna make it so so difficult for other teams to try and challenge. All the while, Pixie, Marius, and Vanya open season from above.
They're doing a great job holding on to hype, but I got my eyes on Thomas HD, Uppel, and Panzer. They were 9th place going into this match. They are not in qualifying range, and with their opponents being inside that threshold, they need a massive match. They need a victory royale if they want to secure their spots to the global championship, and now is the time to strike. They know high ground has taken shots. This could be an opening for them to retake it.
Thomas even gonna opt to just chop out height fully if he can get his hands on it. Marius, Pixie, Vanya, though, they know that they're under a little bit of heavy fire. They're checking back onto the secondary height. Pixie gonna drop. Pixie wants to find the challenges in the mid-ground. Doesn't want to allow for secondary height to look for that opportunity for a clean chop out. But Thomas, head on a swivel, just continuously looking up. Not gonna let it go for free. Eats a huge chunk of damage, though. He'll be forced to play the Chug Jug now. He's gonna wait.
Pixie's 11 HP.
Vanya, they're the only two left standing.
Pixie's out. Pixie's out.
Get
out of here, Pixie. Get out here, boy.
But he won't be able to get the closing shot onto Seti. It might not matter, though. Vanya, Pixie, and Marius have done enough with their current positioning on the leaderboard. Takada, even with Vanya being eliminated, now it's all down. Thomas, Uppel, Panzer, can you qualify to the global championship?
This match is crucial.
Can they qualify?
They need the victory royale. It was Darm, Demus, Pix. They were the
sorry, stream so late, guys. I just got back.
But with that massive pump from Thomas HD, now just one more shot, needing to connect.
Go on!
Done it. The victory royale. The question is it going to be enough points? They came into this match at 9th. A lot of the trios that were directly above them also.
They came into this match 9th. We're done for.
Is it going to be enough to push themselves into that top 7?
Everything is hinging upon this Game 12 performance, but Thomas, Uppel, and Panzer have finally delivered a victory royale finish.
Come on!
This is the most optimal time to have found it, Takada. They needed every single point they could possibly get, and they got a good amount of eliminations to go with the win.
I know they're still stressing about it. When you see that the top 2 team is going to be the one that was already above you in qualifying range, it has got to be stressful. But today, yesterday, this whole FNCS has been a
we're watching tomorrow's FNCS if it's on as well.
That includes it for Taco and I here in the casting booth, but we still have more to break down. So let's head on over to Frankie, Levin, and Minnie.
Well, it is a great honor to reveal your FNCS Europe Major 2 champions. It's Marius, Pixie, and Vanya.
Let's go.
Wow.
Doing it for Denmark, for Ukraine, and
Sweden. Go on!
This is a European trio for the ages. Vanya, the only previous champion on this team. The first LAN that we'll be seeing Marius attend. And I mean, I just have high hopes for these guys, seeing them on the high ground time after time again. 11, they really deserve this win.
The 2-time for Marius, for Vanya. Marius finally getting it done for Denmark. I mean, look, Denmark is
guys. Well done.
The best country in European Fortnite. When you look at their population,
hey, whoa, Denmark's not the best country in European Fortnite. Hey, whoa.
Any country in all of Europe, and they finally get it done, and it is Marius to do it, Minnie.
Yeah, he's
not the best country in Europe.
Into the big shoes that everyone has
placed
in
Europe,
for this man here, and he's always had the hype around him, Marius. He's always had that ability, but it was just about doing it in the big moments, the big clutch situations, and that's exactly what he has done today and yesterday as well. We have to mention Pixie as well. Every single member of this trio, what a performance from each individual right there. An
well done.
FNCS winning performance, all smashed together into a trio to just come up with an amazing performance over the 2 days. This is a team that we've spoken about. You spoke about it, Levin, as a team that are a little bit more calm, a little bit, less understated, I guess you could say, a little bit less of a maybe an FNCS winning trio. But what they've done is they've proved us all wrong. They've been one of those teams that just have been able to play out the placements, play consistent, and shown why they deserve to be in the top spot.
Yeah, and I'm glad you brought up Pixie there, because Pixie's someone in particular who, coming into this year, I almost felt very bad for him. because he is a fantastic player, one of the best fraggers in the region. And when trios
Fragger?
announced after Global Championship 2024, Pixie started playing with Queasy and Veno. That was his trio,
No
right?
near
And
better
what
than my
trio
mate.
it was, right? To be on the same team, to get to play with legends like Queasy and Veno, and he deserved it. He had earned that spot. And when that trio split up and Queasy and Veno decided we don't want to play with each other, it sort of left Pixie in a bad position for options, not at any fault of his own. He was amazing in that trio. And so I was really hoping he'd find a good team to land on. He got there with Vanya and Marius. They did well last season, but for him now to finally have that FNCS win next to his name, I am
Well done.
for him, overjoyed for him. Marius and Pixie, two of the best young stars we've seen in Fortnite over the past year. And to see them pick up an FNCS win is just a sign of this new era of EU competitive that we are in right now.
Yeah.
I want us to hold the leaderboard for a second because I just want to remind everyone.
Yeah, hold the
watching
leaderboard a minute,
of
hold the leaderboard, I
stakes
wanted to do
and
this.
what Thomas getting a victory royale potentially means for this leaderboard, because he really needed a huge game. And Mini Miner, he and Panzer and Uppel truly delivered, but we still got to wait to see if it's going to be enough. Do you think it is?
Well, they've done all they can, right? You know, you've won
Yeah,
the
they
last
did.
game. We saw Apple
Well
going
done.
down on
They
Spawn
did
early
all
in
they
that
can,
game, so
didn't
picked
they?
up the pieces
They did all
from
they
there.
can.
And overall, they've had their ups and downs, this team. They were looking strong after day one.
Yeah.
Day number 2, not so good for this team, but the end to day number 2 has been absolutely spectacular. Thomas in particular, Levin, the way that he's been able to play this season, proved why he belongs in these major finals and doing so much damage with that, the drum gun, just being a force to be reckoned with for the whole lobby. This has been a trio to watch, and I really hope they make it to
agreed.
Globals.
Well, why don't we take a look and find out? The leaderboard is ready, lads. Look at that top 7.
Oh my
There is
god.
Tayson Chicho beating out Thomas, Uppel, and Panzer to the top spot. Tayson has had just the most
Oh my
phenomenal
God.
day 11. It's still maybe a surprise to see Thomas just pipped to the post by a devastatingly small number of points, but the consistency won out in the end.
Wow. Looking at
180,000
this
USD.
is unbelievable, unreal. Of course,
Jesus
you have to look at
Christ.
Chino, Pablo, and Fredoxy. Commiserations to these three, because they have put on an
Hey, someone's using
absolute
Clitch's
show
skin.
for us this weekend.
Again, eh?
I don't think anybody had them on their radar as a team who was going to compete to win FNCS come game 12. Yes, unfortunately for them, it fell apart in that last game, as it so many times has done for teams in many, many seasons. But you cannot discount what they did before that. These three, not only is it like a redemption in a way, especially for sort of Pablo and Fredoxy, when you look at the couple of years that they have had, for Chino as well to be vindicated of his decision, right? You know, myself and many other people were very critical of him when he decided he didn't want to play with Pink and Nebs last season, and now he has proved every single one of us wrong, because this team clicked and it worked.
Yeah, I mean, going into this weekend, they did a prediction. Fredoxy did a grand finals prediction. They predicted themselves to place between 16th and 25th. So not only did they
well
take
done.
us by surprise,
That's pretty
they took
good.
themselves by surprise as to not only having that drop spot uncontested, but as we talked about before, making the absolute most of it. And they've been an absolute menace to the lobby as well. The ability to take these fights, have that confidence, then carry that confidence into endgame as well. The consistency was unmatched all weekend. They didn't need a load of wins to do well. They needed that consistency, and they found it so often.
Yeah, look, I know it's not the ending they would have wanted to have going into the last game, but it is funny because before game 12, Fredoxy actually tweeted saying, no matter what, it's a one-time FNCS for Denmark, you know? So a bit of camaraderie amongst the national men, and I'm glad that they can maybe find a bit of a silver lining, because you're right, I mean, I don't think they would have even expected to have the weekend they've had. Looking at some of these other teams who have made their way in and had great performances, we have to talk about Pix, Dom, and Dimash. Look, of course, Vanya, Pixie, Marius, they won FNCS today. But the best team on day 2 has been Pix, Dom, and Dimash. They were nowhere near getting third going into today, and they have been scintillating every single game, and they've secured their spot for the Global Championships. They've improved on their placement from last season, which many people might not have even thought was going to be a possibility after how well they did last season. This team is not just the real deal. This team is now our best Polish team. This is, when you're looking at Polish Fortnite to come and deliver in an FNCS final, these are the 3 players you're looking at to do it.
Absolutely. They haven't placed outside of 6th today. That has been their day. That's how monumental
Rose got
their
beaten.
day 2 has been and what it had to be to qualify them into the global championships. And I really cannot wait to see what these guys do on LAN. I can't wait because every single time there's been
I
questions
can't wait
asked of
either.
them, getting into their
See what
first
they
major
do.
finals last season, placing 5th, setting that record. Whenever the lights are brightest, whenever these guys are put on that pedestal of, right, let's see what these guys can do. How can they perform? How are they going to fare? They always deliver, it seems like. And I can't wait to see a lot of those bright lights at Global.
Somehow,
It's really
right?
refreshing as well to
Always
see
somehow.
the maturity on this team already between Majors 1 and 2. Major 1, they were the team that had no fear. They were just going to frag. They were not going to respect the opposition. And now actually we've seen them decide to balance their game out a bit.
Yeah.
And actually finding that respecting their elders or the more experienced trios is really paid off for them. Can't wait to see how they fare in LAN. Cannot wait to see how they fare
We're
in
not that old.
3. So let's just check out those trios who will be heading to Leon in September. These are your qualified trios. We still have
Leon?
spots up for grabs in Major 3, but all fantastic names, mini minors so far. You can see who qualified for Major 1, including across all the regions. And
where's
we've still got
Major
some spots
3
up for
at?
grabs in regions such as Brazil and North America.
Wow.
Yeah, still so much up for grabs right here. I want to talk about Tayson as well.
Yes,
you know,
we
the
have
astronomic
to.
rise of
I'm in
that
Europe.
team as
Get in
well.
there.
The way that they've been able to play. They switched up the drops as well, Evan, right? They switched up
I
midway
know.
through day number 1.
I'm in the
Found some
UK.
success, had
Is
the
UK in
confidence then
Europe?
to keep on going.
I'm
And
hoping
their
so.
day 2 has been excellent
I'll
as well.
check later.
Would it be a global championship? Would it be a global competition without Tayson? At least I don't think
Yeah.
so.
Well, look, it wasn't last year, right? And
Yeah.
that was the big story last year was like, is that our EU GOAT, is he finished? Is he done, right?
No.
And he went over to
He clearly came back, didn't he?
Done there. Finally, he's got himself a team, filled with Balkan players where things seem to have figured themselves out. Tayson will be back online. Another opportunity for us to show, or for him to show what he can do. Chicho was a top 5 player at Globals last year, right? And so he now gets another chance
Yeah.
to continue to write his name in the history books. And Haris, given an opportunity, young star from the Balkan region, really excited to see what he can do. And then we can't forget.
Yeah, let's see what he does.
Easy, Swizzy, Mustache. Look,
Let's see what he
they may
does
not
then.
got the win that I think many of us came into this weekend thinking they would get. But they got the job done. They got the global spot. Still
Yeah,
very
at
excited
least
to
they had
see
the
what
global
these
spot
three
though,
will
isn't it?
do
At
on the
least.
global stage, because I still believe that they're going to be a big threat for whoever is competing for the top spot. Cough, cough, Peter Bot. And so I want to see what Queasy, Swizzy, and
I'm
Mustache
surprised clicked
can
up
cook
Peter
up
Bot
come
isn't in
Globals
there, to
time
be
of year.
honest.
Yeah, they're such an exciting team, and I think the experience that Queasy's had on that global stage will absolutely pay dividends. Mustache the same as well. They just have that experience already when it comes into these global competitions. So
I just want to look ahead now. Major 3. Last year we saw so much
Yeah,
change.
talk
It
about
wasn't just
Major
that
3
duos
right
were
now.
breaking up and reforming. It's that we literally saw some players change region. And I'm just wondering, do you have any predictions as to what's going to happen ahead of Major 3? Mini?
I don't know. I think I want to see a team like Cami Seti. I want to see a team like Thomas. I want to see those guys really just try everything
same,
to
totally.
qualify for the global championships because they need to be there as well.
They
right?
need to be there.
that
They
does
need to
mean
qualify.
moving regions. I don't think that'll be the case personally if I had to predict, but I really want to see those teams start to do well next major because
Same.
it's such a big opportunity for them, and to not have them at globals would be a big miss, big shame.
Yeah, look, it's panic stations for a lot of teams. I think teams will try and switch things up to find a winning formula, something that works. But I'm looking at some of the guys who actually have even qualified, like the likes of Chino, Fredoxy, and Pablo. Can they now continue to reestablish themselves as a top tier 1 team in the region, not just a one-off great performance? It's happened with Pablo in the past, right, where he's had these big performances and couldn't quite follow it up. I want to see him do it now with Fredoxy and Chino.
Well, we have got an incredible season still to cap off with the Global Championships in Lyon. But before then, we have Major 3 and we have the Fortnite Pro-Am, May 10th, Gallon Center, Los Angeles. Don't forget to get get yourself an in-game Axe of Champions, the OG one. You could be swishing it around as you drop from the sky, flexing on your opponents, as we saw many of our trios doing today. Don't forget to stick around. In a couple of hours, we will have the North American Major 2 conclusion. Competerbot, Ritual, and
I'm on
Cold
stream until 9. I won't be around for a couple hours.
spot, the final countdown. can they win, is what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to big it up. I'm trying to do a Zeke here. I'm not very good at it. That's why I'm Frankie Ward. We've had Taco and Takata as our voices of the games today. 11-2K on the expert analysis. And for me, all I can say is thank you for watching, and let's sound that horn.
Yeah. Some of these teams are actually quite cracked. Jesus, nearly. Falcon Tyson. Bro's got smacked up like a fish. Guys, let me know. Should I go to the next FNCS? Let me know. Should I try and qualify for the next FNCS? Let me know. No way they finished. Tune in later for more action. Ah, okay. So what do you want to do now then, chat? I don't even really know what to do, to be honest, guys. I had no plan. My plan was to watch the FNCS Major, but they've already finished. Like, to be honest, oh, what the heck?
It's me, your brother. I know. You can't tell from the tone of my voice that I know it's you. I need your help. I need to know who killed Ray King. Do what I want when I want it. Have gun, will travel.
Oh!
I hit him harder than I thought. Hey, really? Yeah. It's a family thing.
The Accountant 2 in cinemas now. Book tickets.
I will.
The new all-electric Skoda Elrock, with space you might find surprising. Interior pre-warming for those chilly starts.
Say what?
And up to 360 miles on a single charge.
I got an electric car.
Can get up.
Well, I mean, my grandfather does, but yeah.
New all-electric Skoda Elrock.
Eh?
Skoda.
Skoda. Cool.
On a distant world.
We've had 3 ads now, guys. 3 ads.
Ever closer. In the hour of reckoning, you stood as
What do they? What? Like what? Bro's hair is gone. Bro's gone.
And all the
Bye.
way, you are vacuuming. Audible. There's more to imagine when you listen.
I agree.
That's my boy.
What the?
Say hi, Churchill.
Sweeter than the sweetest with the new Lynx Fine Fragrance.
Fair enough, dog. Fair enough. Alright, let's actually go check out the Twitter then, guys. Let's go check out the Twitter. If my mouse decides to work. Buddy, hello. Let's go check out the Twitter. I don't know if we're logged into Twitter or not, but I'm hoping we are. Oh wait, I'm hoping. If we are, then there's going to be a load of personal stuff you're going to be able to see. Which I'm actually going to hide my screen for a sec. I'm going to hide my screen for a sec, just to make sure that there's nothing personal that I'm locked into. Because I don't want you guys being able to find my password or something. Like what happened to Fulton when his account got hacked, or... I'm not even logged in. Ah, right. Alright, we're not even logged in, chat, so... I think that's fine. Shall we log in? Screw it, we'll log in. Oh wait, you know what? We're gonna create one just for this channel. Which I'm actually gonna do. Sign into Twitter. No, I'm gonna sign up. This email. And I'm not showing you because it's got up to my name. Which you guys know, which is Dylan. But yeah, I don't even know my last name. Because you guys be able to find all my social medias. So no chance. Right, month. I'm just gonna do an absolutely random month and a year. I was born 1949. And goddamn 75 years old. Alright. I can't even find anything on my keyboard. Oh my god. It's not letting me put official at the end, so I'm gonna have to just do Dylan and Bentley. I can't put any spaces. So guys, go follow my new Twitter account. Skip for now, we don't want notifications right now. What do you want to see on We want gaming for this Twitter. Oh, what's this on about now? So we're not following Donald Trump. Why is Donald Trump on here? Why is Donald Trump on here, guys? We're trying to look for Fortnite. Manchester City Centre Police. No. We might just have to go on my personal one now, which it's got my relatives on it, which I don't want you guys to go to. So we're trying to sort this one out. I know it's going to support something. We're just going to do you know what? We're just going to do NASA right now. Screw it. Just do NASA for now. Just so we can get this Twitter account on. I'm gonna put music back on now. We're gonna put the FNCS major on in the background. Ah, never mind. Because they've just finished the day part of the stream. So we'll have to go back on in a couple hours. And we're actually gonna change this. We're gonna change the account. How do I change the account page? I need to know. Oh, there you go, profile. Alright, edit profile. We don't want. No, we don't want that. No. Get that out. There you go. And now we want my logo. Where's my logo? Where's my logo? Logo. Where's my logo? Please say this opens up. Please let this one work. Please. Why have I got stuff to do with gas masks? Sonia, what the heck? Open. Wait, why is this not working? Hello, buddy, come on. We want all files. I'd show you all this, but it's kind of personal, so I can. Can you open, please, bud? Oh, you know what? It doesn't even matter. You could just have a D for now on the thing. Okay. So this is what you see at the moment. Yes, that's going to be changed. So we're going to go to explore, and then we're going to go to Fortnite. That's how you spell it. Fortnite competitive. There you go. So we're going to follow them. We're going to follow Fortnite. Fortnite status. No, we're not following. Oh, this is what we just seen. 16 minutes ago. Let's go on to the main one. See if they post anything on here. They have not uploaded on this one since the 20th of April. I can't spell. Let's have a look at this Fortnite unbanned thing then. What is all this then? I will unban your PC from Fortnite for €10. This won't unban your account. Only real man. Nah. Let's have a look at this one. What's this? Let's get rid of unbanned. Just type in Fortnite, see what comes up. It's gonna follow everything to do with Fortnite. What Fortnite movie? Guys, can we tell you what this Fortnite movie is on about? What all this Fortnite movie stuff's on about? Isn't HyperX like a leak, like the leaker? Gotta turn the audio off, I'm gonna get copyrighted. Turn it up a little bit. That's cool. He was called HyperX, right, we're just gonna follow him. This guy's like the leaker, isn't he? Doesn't he just leak? Oh my god. Why is everything so loud when I click on them? Bro's on 120 FPS. Okay. Isn't this guy like a leaker as well? iFiremonkey. 5 hours ago. Oh, there's absolutely no audio on this one. You take my food. What's this? A new Fortnite survey that asks the usual, do you want these brands has released recently? Below is a list of some results that may be showed in this survey. Oh guys, this is what we want to see. This is what we want to see. June 8th, we're going into season 4. Sheesh. Tell me about it, like. Alright, the current schedule for upcoming Fortnite update release dates. May 2nd, 2025, Chapter 6, Season 3, which we all know already. Right, May 15th, 2025, May 29th, 2025, June 8th, 2025, Chapter 6. Why are we still in Chapter 6? Take us to Chapter 7 already! I'm hoping we're going straight to Chapter 7 after this. June 17th, 2025, blah, 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 yeah. 19 hours ago. Alright, what is this? I can't even get on Fortnite, guys. If I could, then I would. But I can't get on. Hold on, I'm gonna check my Discord real quick. Is there anybody online on Discord I would like to thing? And my mate's playing Siege. I'm gonna DM him quickly. See if we can do a Minecraft if it'll hold. Now it's gotta wait for him to reply back. I do it over again. I didn't want it to end. Now you're getting away. Didn't wanna fight. Put on a plastic fake. Gotta go and get your way. Don't listen to me, then listen to your face. Hey, why is my mate messaging me on Discord on you? I got 2 Discord accounts, haven't I? No, that's why. No. So we're just gonna close Discord for now. Anything else new? Apart from all this? I'm so happy you guys can't even see the top right of my screen where my face cam is. Oh, what's this? What's this? Could we zoom in on this? Could we zoom in on this, guys, or no? Fortnite item shop Sunday, April 20. Isn't it April 27th today? Yes, today's date, the 27th. That's in the item shop right now. And we can't even get on. Lois Somerset's got her own skin. Really? FNCS locker bundle. Somerset's got her own skin bundle. Like, what the hell? $26. Golden Week. All of you have seen this already. You take my food too. I cannot stand you. Have they updated anything now on here? Still nothing. Do we just watch this one, guys?
Doubt the leaderboard is ready, lads. Ooh, look at that top
yeah, we've seen
7.
this.
Haris, Tayson, Chicho.
Wow.
Wait, hold on, replay that?
Tayson, Chicho.
Wow.
Beating out Thomas, Uppel, and
Wow.
Tayson, Chicho.
Oh, what?
Haris, Tayson,
What? What? Oh, replay that?
Haris, Tayson, Chicho.
What the heck? That's weird. People at Epic need to get him banned from the company right away. Jesus, and nearly like need to ban him right away. And check the Fortnite status then. Anything on your tweet at Fortnite status for help. Reach out to player support with issues anytime by opening a live chat or creating a ticket tonight. What's this now? The issue with pre-match teaming filling in ballistic has been resolved. Good luck in your matches. Try everyone. What have they been doing? What have they been doing? Since I haven't been on Fortnite for weeks. 22 hours ago. The issue with pre-match teaming. No, we've seen that. What's this? We are aware that teams in Fortnite ballistic matches are not filling with new players. If teammates leave before a match begins, we have a fix for this coming in next game update. And then they fixed it. Nice. Has Don Muster put anything on his Twitter then about Fortnite? He hasn't put nothing on his Twitter since September 8th. No, March 26th was the last time he uploaded on his Twitter video. This is sick. This is sick, boys. Let's fast forward into see if anything else happens, or is it just showing seats all the way through? Yes. Oh, no. What the heck? Tony Stark? Stark is in ya? Get in! Right, why is this not loading now? Did I go too far in? That's where this crashed. Wow, just wow. I just heard a Fortnite tracker. Oh, that was the last time, 3 hours ago. Stage 5, April 27th, 12 PM Eastern Time. Why is it Death Star in the game? Since when's the Death Star been in the freaking game? Since... What day was it on the 20th? Since Sunday, that's been in the game. What the heck? I'm gonna follow Fortnite track so we don't lose it. Fortnite Ains. What's this? What is... I don't even understand half of this, to be honest, guys. X Tiger HyperX. It's nothing. There is absolutely nothing in the game at the moment that's interesting. Well guys, that was the stream today. If you enjoyed this,